Alright, what's on clubs? We out here for round three. And
We
do
have
you
a
know
new commentator.
and a new commentator with us. Got Mystical Space Typhoon. What
I
deck
hate
is
these jokes.
what deck we got today?
So we have True King. No, it's Predator Plant Zoo against we don't know what.
Predaplant Zoo. Okay, so uh I think they might have already begun, so we're just gonna switch over now here. Yep, okay. So
There,
um
there's a Zoo combo, but I
yeah,
don't see red at all. There's a red. Okay.
it's a Hammer Kong engrave.
Yeah, and the Ram Ram.
Yep.
So he didn't play around Ghost Ogre, but maybe he has a beverage, so he doesn't have to.
So True Kings. What does that deck do? Oh wait, no, it
No,
wasn't True
Predator
Kings.
Plants.
Right, Predaplants. Right, so basically it's a standard zoo deck with the Scorpio. Search out any fusion card. Um, you can search out Ultra Polymerization.
Yeah, you can also search Fusion Substitute directly, but that's not worth it.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Maybe he's playing Instant Fusion or Brilliant Fusion.
I think Instant Fusion is probably the most likely search target. You got Leica out here.
Yeah, but what do you summon with Instant Fusion if you do the standard combo? Just a Dweller or Tornado Dragon? Another Emerald?
Yeah, I mean it's not like something you'd have to use right away. Maybe you can hold it for next turn, or Brilliant Fusion potentially is. I don't really think that the plant stuff is actually that great for Zoodex because it's really weak to hand traps.
Yeah, it's
So
unnecessary.
I feel like the deck does enough without the plants as it is. But you know we could be seeing some like really cool text and stuff. So he's making Emerald here, doing the standard draw. Put back some Xyz. Is he going to put back the Black Sheep? No, he's going to put back Rack.
I don't know why he went into do unnecessary risk to send Ram when he doesn't use it. Like, Ram is now an Xyz material, he didn't even use the effect.
Well, he could fuse this away potentially. If he's like hard drawn another fusion substitute, because a lot of people are playing like 2-3. So he could rank up here, special summon another rat, fuse them away. Can he go up to broad? Oh, there's no need to make broad because he's already used the fusion sub. Alright, drawing for the fusion sub here. Oh man, this combo. Draw 4. He made Kong first, so does that mean he doesn't play Bo?
No, I don't think so. He's probably playing Bow. Everybody's playing Bow.
I think I saw a deck from Pittsburgh that didn't play Bo. Alright, Trident here.
So he ends.
Is that... Yeah, okay. Trident set 1. So we'll see what his opponent's playing here. Not got his hand up on screen, but 6 cards. Didn't see any hand traps. If he is playing lots of hand traps, it is quite likely that he's drawn one here. But just thinking about how to play through Trident 1 macro, not really very spooky.
I think we confused the players. The Predator Plant
Oh,
guys on
right,
top.
okay, cool. Right, so here he goes. This is the, that's the Garnet one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, that's Cobra. Oh, that's not great. But he's normal summoned it, and he's
At least it baited out Trident.
Yep.
If he has Terror Top, he can continue playing.
Yep. Does he have it? No, he's got Barrage
Yeah,
here, so
same.
Maxi.
Oh, game over.
The one of Maxi.
Yeah, there's no Ghost Edge, so there's no way he can win.
Yeah, like playing through like Ghost Dash and like Ogre is possible, but like
He
playing
can't even OTK through Maxi because he's in main phase 2, so
Yep. It's just like Maxi is just so deadly. Like all other hand traps you can kind of play around a little bit. Maxi you just
Dual Lock,
you
but
can't.
is sometimes the same, this format, but
Yeah, Droll can like against like True Dracozu, you just shut them down like completely. Like they can't play after that usually. Retaliating C, okay.
No,
Uh,
it's flying still.
yeah, yeah, flying C, sorry. That's interesting
I
that
like
he's
it.
choosing to main it, yeah.
If you play flying C after the barrage, you don't go into any risks.
Yeah, it means that he has no way to clear it now. Um, Barrage obviously like is good because you can pop the retaliating C, the flying. Keep calling it retaliating C. You can pop flying C and then continue. Against True Draco, they contribute it, so it's either really good or it's really bad. It's like
Yeah, if flying C sticks to the board, it's the most impactful hand trap, but
yeah,
there are ways to out, and then if they have an out, you lose even more.
yep. So he's setting to back row here, and I would assume they're probably live back row.
Let's hope he has a barrier, otherwise this game is over. If he doesn't have barrier.
It's most likely a strike, perhaps. So yeah, Emerald here, putting away. Um, if you do have relevant back row, like strike or barrier, it's really annoying because like when you go in second, it's like, okay, so they use Emerald instantly, and you're forced to use your back row. Like, really? Maybe you can hold strike and barrier, but I mean, there's no really any real reason to hold the barrier. But battle traps, don't think maybe battle traps are very common in this format.
But they are still good against you. Zodiac only has Tornado Dragon as now 2 back row
Hmm.
to set cards, so I don't know what he has.
If he has another fusion sub potentially, he can. I don't really know if he would maybe.
There's probably one fusion substitute set because he searched it with
Yeah,
Lunar Light.
yeah, that is true. So he's probably got a bluff there. He's got Terra Top now, so
Yeah,
he's gonna
but
normal summon that.
we can assume he is not playing Totem Bird. I think most people dropped it.
Yeah, it's hard to find space these days now. For Totem Bird,
Yeah.
not really necessary
Har-
either, because the only really relevant back row that's main decked is like Strike. D barrier's kind of fallen off to the side deck, so
yeah, Paleozoic is less popular.
yeah.
And
He's got another Flying Sea in hand, and he's got Raigeki, so he could like just win the game here. Like even if he doesn't game him, he's still got another Raigeki, another Flying Sea in hand. He's gonna go Invoker. Yep. So the turn two of Zoo is like, oh, is he scooped? Yep, yep,
yeah,
he scooped.
he's good.
All right, that's fair enough. Yeah, that back row, I guess, was just the fusion sub, and I guess it was probably just something irrelevant. So, quick game one. Um, so what do you side for the mirror these days?
Board wipes, hand traps, like depending on whether you go first or second. I think if you go first, it's correct to side the barrier
Mm.
because this is the most relevant matchup. You have to assume you play against like 8 or 9 Zoodex in a tournament, so you should probably side some cards for going first. And the barrier also plays around hand traps, because if they hand trap you, you still end on Trident and the barrier. But on the other hand, if your opponent is playing True Draco Zodiac and you flip the barrier very early in your turn, they can still continue with Draco plays and you don't have a Trident to stop them.
Yeah. For so going first, debarras. Going second, board wipes. Not really much else options. More hand traps if you aren't already maining them all.
Yeah, hand
Is
traps like Retaliating Sea or Drawn Lockbird that are only really
mm,
good against Zodiac. But we already saw Mage Duke playing Flying Sea in the main deck, so he probably has all the hand traps in the main deck,
yeah.
and he will keep them in.
Droll isn't super good against the mirror, is it?
I think I th-
It just depends, like, on
yeah,
at which point. Like, if you do it on like the first tanky, then that can be really hurtful. But they can still like, you know,
it's the same. I don't think it matters if you do it on Tanky or on the Lunar Light, because
mm,
they can't search a substitute and they only end on Trident.
yeah.
And if you have some way of form to play around Trident, you basically win.
Hmm.
What do you think of Kaiju Slumber?
Kaijus, it seems like a pretty solid shout. I think that,
in the mirror match.
yeah. So like for side decking, yeah, it's a board wipe, but like I feel like drawing the kaijus sometimes is like kind of bad because nowadays like you don't just end with like emerald, Dryden. You can like sometimes have like Kong, Dryden, emerald. So it's just still like a lot to deal
Yeah.
with just like one kaiju. So like slumber is good in that case, but
I also think Slumber isn't as good as Darkhold because your opponent can negate it with Ghost Ash, with Ash
yeah,
Blossom.
that's very true as well. Ghost Dash can stop slumber.
So you add another weakness. If you simply use Darkhold, your opponent can't stop it except with My Body as a shield, and people are not really playing that right now.
I don't know. I mean, I was walking around earlier and I saw quite a few people playing my body. Um, it does seem quite strong these days because you have you stop Dryden obviously. You can protect from board wipes and you can stop um
The
the
weakness
trap
of My
pops.
Body is it can only protect monsters, so if you want to resolve Diagram or Barrage, they can pop them, and
Yeah,
you can't protect those cards with My Body.
that's true.
I want to see a Predator Plant opening without the hand trap, just to see what the potential of that deck is.
Yeah, he drew Cobra, so that's not high potential.
Yeah, but for game
Um,
2.
it's hard to say like what kind of advantage you'd really get from the plants. Like if you were playing plants, you would just play it in like I don't know some like 60 card deck or something.
Yeah, like
I don't think
Shiranui.
yeah, I don't think it really like fits into Zoo, you know. So
Game 2 has started,
yeah,
and we see Lullaby of Obedience. Do you think it's correct to side deck that card right now?
yeah, that's actually a really good card for the mirror. So you can like uh just rip the Terratop out of their deck because like you can obviously assume they're playing Terratop. Sorry, we're just trying to fix the angle right now. Just be a second. I can't really see what they're playing, but yeah, Lullaby is just really strong just for the Terratop. But I mean, is there
Yeah.
anything else you'd really want to steal? Don't
Maybe
think
hand
so.
traps, maybe Retaliating Sea. If you already have a good opening, you can either get the Retaliating Sea on board to search Maxi with Barrage, or you can get it to your hand.
Oh, what the? I just realized he's maxed them again. That's 2 games. Mitch Duke's going places.
Yeah.
So he you have to chain Maxi to the Lullaby, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that means like he could have just held.
No,
Oh, so that you
match.
choose.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
choose.
So you tell your opponent you special summon the Terratop,
Yeah.
and then you chain Maxi to that. So you get the 1-for-1. And they can't really do much like unless they have a zoo to normal. Because if you have a zoo to normal, then you kind of have to give them the +1. But if you don't have a zoo to normal, then you're gonna give them like a +2 to make a trident, and that's not worth it at all.
That's why D-Barrier is good to side deck going first. If your opponent has drawn Lockbird or
Yeah. At least you have
Maxi,
something to
you
protect
have
yourself.
exactly. You don't lose.
I still quite like battle traps. I think that they're quite uncommon, so a lot of people don't really play around it.
Yeah, and people also don't side deck Toon Twister anymore in the mirror because
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
expect 7 hand traps or 12 hand traps and no back row.
Yeah.
Oh, we see a Stormy Mirror Force. I don't know if they have any, but
Yes, he's set in 2 now. With a Terratop face up, so he's gone first, and if he's thought this out correctly, he should have some kind of protection. Um, Unlike last game where it was just a bluff fusion sub.
if you were playing Battle Traps, which Mirror Force would you play?
Oof, uh, just the regular one seems good. Um, I don't know if I'd be too worried about my body. Storming wouldn't be. Storming's good in the mirror, I think, but
Giving them back the Xyz monsters is risky.
yeah, like you don't want to give them too many resources back to their
Yeah,
extra.
and Quaking is also kind of risky if they are playing Dracos or if they
Yeah,
fusion
just get free
substitute. If they
pops.
play multiple fusion substitutes, they can fusion away the set XYZ monsters.
Uh,
So there seems to be no auto flying. No, he's still playing the red.
how did he get that ram to go? All right, the normal summon rat, and then
Yeah.
the flying sea comes down as well. So he's gonna have to need a barrage here.
Or Chalice, maybe.
Yeah, Chalice actually seems really good as well. It's a really versatile card.
Yeah, in
Sometimes.
Japan a few months ago they were playing Coral Dragon in the extra deck. So if they get playing Flying Seed, they can normal summon one of the hand traps, Ghost Ogre, or Ash Blossom to summon Coral Dragon.
Yeah. Okay. That seems cool.
But it didn't catch on in the TCG yet.
Yeah.
Maybe because we have Retaliating Sea as a hand trap, and people are not really playing Flying Seed that often.
hmm
But today we have seen it everywhere.
I think depending if Zoo gets like more popular like through the next format, or even, well, I guess
3 weeks.
we for the next 3 weeks, we're still gonna like see people playing a lot of hand traps, and if people do play a lot of flying sea, then yeah, Coral Dragon seems like a solid shout. The extra deck is really really tight though, so it is quite hard to find space for that.
That's what I like about the tier 0 formats. You always have to change your deck every week to
Yeah.
adjust what the entire room is playing and play around it.
All right, Cosmic
So
Cyclone hitting instant fusion.
I don't think you should play Cosmic Cyclone going first in Zodiac in the mirror. The only card you can hit is Barrage.
Yeah.
Like hitting a tanky doesn't really do anything, and end phase Cosmic Cyclone is
This game state. Oh, he's got barrage. Okay, someone had to have it. So, is he gonna respond here? Yeah, that's
no
gonna go
Ghost
through.
Ogre, no Ghost
Oh,
Ash.
Ghost Ogre.
Yeah, Ghost Ogre could stop the Barrage. Ash Blossom could also stop it for one turn.
Yep. So that deals with Flying Sea. So he's good to go. Um, can he just game him?
Depends on the back row.
So, I mean, that like the rat's an attack. That's 0 attack, so it's irrelevant. I mean, he kind of just has to like Trident retaliating, and he should be like able to go for game. Um,
He
I
also has the Invoker play, so he can summon a Whiptail, which would be 4000 damage on its own. The
yep.
Invoker deals 1/6 and 2/4 from the Whiptail.
Mm. So Hammer Kong comes down first. Is there any reason you go for Hammer Kong first? Because the other Majidook went for Hammer Kong first. Like when you do the Zoo combo, you're not supposed.
I don't know why they.
You go for Bow first, right?
Yeah, most people go for Bow because you
Yeah.
can summon Hammer Kong later on to maybe use the effect. But the Italian people all seem to do it this way.
Italians like the Kong. Uh, Charge Warrior. Oh, Charge Warrior seems to be a cool 6 as well to play.
So Josh just told me Invoker has to summon in defense, so he probably should have summoned Riptail with the Barrage in attack and summoned Red with the Invoker in defense. So he
Mm.
can deal more damage.
Yeah.
But maybe it will matter. Maybe it won't.
Kong first is to Leica it back later, apparently. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So you can like bring Leica, use Leica to bring back the Kong, and then the effect kicks in on the next turn to stop
Yeah,
your
but
guys from
it
being
won't
charged.
have any XC materials.
Oh right, yeah,
It
that's
needs
true.
one.
So I think that you go to Mortar to give it a
Yeah,
material bit, maybe.
but I don't really like that play. Because if you do it and your opponent holds a Ghost Ogre for the Tiger Mortar, you are left with a Hammer Kong which can't be used for Trident, so you
hmm
might end your board without a Trident.
Ghost Ogre seems like a super skillful card. Like,
Yeah, it's super risky.
like there's so many opportunities to Ghost Ogre, and there's so many like
Opportunities
opportunities.
to do it wrong.
Yeah, and there's like and some are like better than others. Oh, retaliating see. Okay, so that's gonna
Ouch.
banish his materials here. That's gonna have Norden come out, but it's not that deadly. Because he's still got a 4 on the field.
Yeah, and he doesn't have Max C left in his deck, so.
Yeah, so
But maybe he might search another Flying Sea.
yeah, you can search a flying sea actually. Yeah, so Um,
Super annoying. Dealing with two flying Cs. Yeah, and fusion substitute is
yeah,
banished, of course.
so no draw there. Leica's the OCG. Yeah, we keep calling it Leica, sorry, we're just used to it. It's Chaka 9, the new Zodiac XE from Maximum Crisis. Alright, so he's overlaying here for Tornado. Yep. And that's gonna ban it. Hello? Did he just banish his rat?
Yeah, he did hedge that. I don't think that's correct.
What?
I don't know. Maybe
Is it
maybe he has like
Livier?
an instant fusion and wants to shuffle back the Nord next turn or
Maybe,
anything.
yeah, potentially, I guess.
I don't know what resource is more important right now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a reason for that because like he put it to his banish pile, so it's not like he detached it, put it in the grave, and then realized it was banished. So like he must have a plan for it. Okay, Invoker. That's the wrong banish pile.
No, it's the territory of his opponent.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's the one he lullabied at the start.
Yeah.
Yep. He set both his instant fusions.
Yeah, because he couldn't do anything. But I think it's wrong to set. I don't know.
You'd probably hold one at least. Like fair enough if you've like opened two, you can just set one, but like two might have been a bit overkill here. Right, so overlaying for a 4.
But if you think about it, his opponent would have summoned something better than Tornado Dragon if there weren't two back row.
I mean, what other relevant 4s do you play?
He could have summoned another Broad Bull
Yeah,
immediately, and
suppose.
maybe Gargoyle Samurai, I don't know.
So Retaliating gets banished off the Whiptail here. What's Retaliating's defense?
1-4.
1-4. So Michael's going to take another 200 here, but that banishes the Retaliating. Do you think it would have been better to attack the rat?
With Whiptail?
Yeah.
I don't think so, because he doesn't want another Flying Sea in his opponent's hand. If he can search another Flying Sea, he can't rank up into Trident, and that might hurt him.
If so,
I
like,
don't think red is that important right now. It isn't like in
because like
Prague where 3 red where your main resource in the deck. You only need to do the red combo once.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like, if he banishes his rat, then he doesn't. He can't summon a rat again, except through a normal summon. So, and he's got an established board. So, if his opponent adds Retaliating Flying Sea, it doesn't really matter, because like he's staring down 3 XE monsters. And so that rat here would be
Yeah.
banished, and you can't like attach it and then special again.
Yeah, maybe he didn't think about the Maxine Grave, that he has no Maxi left in his deck.
Yeah, maybe he was just worried about Maxine,
Yeah.
like forgot about it. That's potentially what. Yeah, he's done.
Kaiju.
We're getting some static here. Sorry, stream. Audio's gone a bit funny. If you hear any static, just let us know. Try to sort that out. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we're just trying to sort that out just now. Microphone's experiencing the data storm. All right. So.
So he did in fact use the red and summoned another red from his deck.
Yep. So it seems like he probably should have whip-tailed that.
Yeah.
And Tracker 9. Oh, sorry, that's not Tracker 9. That's Broad Bow. Searching out the uh, black sheep. So, sorry, I'm just a little bit distracted. Anyway, back to the stream. Yeah, so Tracker 9 comes down as well. That summons out Tiger Mortar. Italians.
Another retaliating sea?
Imperial Order. That's big.
Um, yeah, and
So,
he has Tornado Drain to outown Imperial Order next turn. So,
what's he doing? Oh, he's scooping.
yeah.
Okay.
GG.
So that is 1-1, and
That game seemed to be very interactive.
yeah, that was
Like,
a good game.
if you look how it started with the Maxi on Lullaby,
Mhm.
and then we saw the Battle of Hand Traps, like there were two Flying Seas, one Retaliating, one Order, Cosmic Cyclone.
So kudos to Michael here because he's had to play through Maxi twice, and he managed to still win. So
Yeah, he
that's
didn't immediately group.
that Flying Sea obviously puts in so much work in the zoomer. It's like really good. Um,
And both people didn't have the out to Flying Sea immediately, so
yeah, so we bit of a grind there. So I'm just finishing up the siding here for game 3. Um, Munchdoog's looking through his side here, and I think he's picking out chalices.
yeah, I think that's correct after he saw the Flying Sea.
Yeah, it looks like he's picking out chalices here. He's
Even if Chalice isn't that strong of a trap if you set it, it's still something.
yeah, you still
And
have like a bit of
if it
disruption.
allows you to play through a Flying Sea, it did its job.
So the uh, oh lord, I wish we could stream The Office right now because it's a bit more of an intense game here. What do you think about anti-spell or maybe deflector going first?
I think Deflector is really, really good against Draco Zodiac.
I mean in the mirror, because like the only good cards are like the spells, right? So if you
Yeah,
have
but
it,
it doesn't stop all spells. It doesn't stop Dark Hole. It doesn't stop Kaiju Slumber. It only really stops
well, yeah, for deflector,
Barrage.
but like preferably anti-spell, right? So I mean all your power cards are spells, right? So if you have anything to stop their normal summon, then they you put
I
them back a turn.
I think playing cards like Anti-Spell Frequency is worth it than playing in decks like Zodiac, because even if you break, you still draw two cards. So you always have a play and the anti-spell frequency to play back it up.
Hmm.
But I wouldn't cite it in decks like dinosaurs that can break, because if you only start with the anti-spell frequency, you lose. It doesn't stop the normal zoo interactions.
Um, so yeah, well, I mean, if you're going first and you do a standard zoo combo,
Yeah, then
um,
that's just another card to back up your field.
yeah, yeah,
But anti-spell alone doesn't win the game. You need the Trident to protect it, and you need
which is
maybe
very likely.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good
It's
form of
probably
disruption.
correct because you are siding it anyway against other decks. Maybe
Hmm.
if you are siding anti-spell frequency against True Draco, for example, or dinosaurs because they can't play without a field spell. No, maybe Pendulum for Euros, but that's another whole different format. So
Yeah, Metalfoes haven't really had a bit of a show up today. I think that deck is really strong since Strike's kind of maybe not that popular in the main deck.
yeah, but you don't win with Pendulum summoning and Metal Force anymore.
Yeah, I mean
You
it is
win
like
by Zuru or True Draco plays.
yeah, of course. I mean, but the thing is though, like Bababoon like gets you a lot of advantage going to like your zoo combo from there.
I think
Um,
Barbaboon got a lot worse after Maximum Crisis because Ghost Ash Blossom can
uh,
negate the graveyard
yeah,
effect.
yeah, yeah. That's actually really true. Ghost Ash is just. I think there's like a total of like 2,000 cards or something that Ash can negate.
It
This,
hurts bad decks more than the good decks because bad decks usually rely on one good combo
yeah,
and Zodiac doesn't rely on anything.
shit.
So Zodiac can play through Ash Blossom easily, while Rogue decks,
Have you noticed how big Ash Blossom's forehead is?
I did.
All right, Much going first here. Terratop. Effecto. So he's got trap in hand there. I'm trying to see what it is, but he's hand shuffling too quickly for me. So he's kept in those flying seas here. I can see that at the bottom of his deck.
Didn't draw Taketon.
Nope.
Always lucky.
Always lucky. Terra top, auto top.
Invoker. Do you Ghost Ash here?
Well, it looks like he is.
I think it's wrong.
Normal
I
rat.
think it's wrong because
Ghost Ogre.
okay, maybe it's okay.
Alright, he's got.
Yeah.
This is a spooky hand because he's got all the ghosts. So, um, Ogre the rat, um, Ash the invoker. So all he needs is the barrage for this to be a really good trifecta.
But generally, do you Ash the Invoker? I think it's
I think it's better
wrong.
to just Ash the Lunalite
Yeah,
if you go
I
in
think it's
second.
wrong because if your opponent has another follow-up, and they most likely have because Tanky is still at 3, Barrage is still at 3.
Yeah. So as you can
You
see
lose
here,
your
he's
heart.
got instant fusion. So if you draw like any extender, that lets you play through Ghost Ogre. And that's exactly what he's doing here. So detach the ram, reattach the rat, special. Um, I don't think he's going to be able to put that Norden in the grave though. Well, I mean, you can just overlay it, yeah, for.
Purple.
So I'm so confused here. Okay, right. So that was ranked up with the rat, with the tiger.
Mm,
Can you Ash Instant Fusion? No. Only cards that
yeah, but
interact
he
with the
can
deck.
now summon Emerald with red and Norden. Emerald uses its effect to shuffle Norden back, and then use the fusion substitute on Emerald and Invoker to summon another Emerald.
Yeah. So, um, if yeah, he would have been in a way better position here if he'd like used his hand traps a little bit better. So
I
yeah,
don't think we can blame him because he did have both hand trap, and it's very unlikely to have 3 layers of summon. He did have the Terror Top, the red, and the instant fusion.
to be fair, that instant fusion could have been barrage as well.
Yeah,
So that's 6 cards potentially. Um, so yeah, he's going for.
Emerald probably. Shuffle back Norden.
So he's probably going to put back Northern Rat and just like Tiger maybe.
Yeah, I think the game is over because he will start with 4 cards in his hand,
Yeah,
going
yeah, yeah.
second, and he has to face the whole
Yo,
Lunar Light combo.
he just put back Takatomberg.
I hope he draws it again.
Are we in time soon?
I don't know. I don't think so, because the games were played quick and close.
I think we're just getting the timer up here. Sorry.
Mario, das wird eingeblendet.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. Zoo combos. All right, Leica. Bring back Tiger. And you've got more Emerald plays. So what do you Emerald here? Fusion's up here. Emerald
Yeah.
and just
Just to shuffle back
just
the
a
second
random thing.
Emerald and keep Invoker on board because it can summon another Zodiac next turn.
Does this end with Trident Kong?
No, it doesn't.
No? Because he can.
Yeah, but even if you summon,
I think it would maybe be better to have Trident Kong. Because that's like just really strong in the mirror.
it depends on your hand. If he doesn't have any defensive card in his hand left, he maybe wants to draw another card.
Mm. He's putting back the Emerald here and the Xyz.
Yeah.
And one draw coming up for Emerald. One draw for Fusion Sub. And if he gets basically any hand trap, he should win versus 4 cards. Like, Dryden deals with 1 card, hand trap deals with another, so he's left with basically 1 card to play. Assuming he does draw this hand trap here, which I can't quite make out, but let's see here. He's got back row.
Oh my god.
Those are very real back row. Standby anti-spell? No?
There could be
I
another
think
instant
I saw
fusion,
anti-spell.
but I think they're real.
Yep.
So
So
even if he has something like Dark Hole, he only has 3 cards left to play and probably won't perform a whole Zodiac combo.
Josh is just showing us fake trap here. So, looking at his 4 card hand here, wondering what he's doing with himself after seemingly losing to two after drawing 2 hand traps. So, Twister on discarding Cobra. So,
That's a good one, I think.
those are some good paleo traps. Chalice target Emerald. Oh no, he's targeting Invoker and Deep Barrier chained calling Xyz, I guess.
I think it's correct to do it. Like, even if he runs over Trident now, he can't summon his own Trident, and next turn, Invoker and Emerald are still left on the field.
Yeah, it just net you so much advantage. So he discarded the plant dude. So whatever it is that's left in his hand must be really important. Um,
He also had to assume the Trident is still there, so even
mhm.
if he keeps the Predator Plant on the hand, he can't play through Trident by normal summoning it.
So he attacks over giant here, and that leaves him with just a whiptail. I mean, he can't really
Yeah,
do
and he
anything
can't
else.
do
So
anything
one
except
card
one
left, and
card. And
he has to hope that's something very real. I don't
like,
even know, like, what could you possibly have that would even
I
like
don't
give you a
think there's
chance?
a single card that deals with 3 cards in hand and
Like a
Invoker.
back
Yeah.
row, like a battle
Oh,
trap maybe. But yeah, that was game there. So that was a barrage actually. But yeah, round 3 is over. The Zumer match. The plants not putting in a lot of work. It seems. Discard foil for Twister. So
yeah.
that's always good. But yeah,
And a 1000 vanilla that can beat over Trident in game 1.
game 1.
But it was quite interactive.
Yeah,
I
the
think
game 1 was definitely really entertaining. Went back and forth there with the hand
like
traps.
even game 3 he had 2 hand traps, but still got wrecked by the Zoo combo.
So Doug takes up the game there, and yeah, I think that does it for this round. Are we going to
Yeah.
do an interview or?
I don't know. We can ask
Um,
him.
well, are we in time? Is time?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It was quite fast. It seemed quite fast for us.
We'll be back after a short break. So stay tuned for next round. So thanks, guys.
First of all, congratulations to our
Thank
winner,
you.
Majdub. So you are playing Zodiac.
Yeah.
It's pure Zodiac, and we saw quite a lot of hand traps.
Yeah, 13.
14 hand traps in the main
No,
deck.
13.
13, okay. So which hand traps do you play?
Free retaliating C,
Yes.
one max obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
Free Ghost Ogre, free Ash,
And three flying C.
and free Frenzy. Yeah.
So you expect a lot of mirror matches to.
Yeah.
Why? So okay, I understand you play 13 hand traps. Do you also keep them in when you go first?
Yeah. Not all, but
Quite a few.
usually I keep free Ash and free Flanksy because are the better one.
Okay, the other best ones. What do you side in when you go first in the mirror match? Do you side in the chalice and the anti-spell fragrance? Or
No, I have a lot of trap in my side deck,
okay,
like strike, barrier, because when I start, I want to have too much,
too many hand
too
traps.
many, sorry,
Okay,
traps.
okay. So what do you think of the tournament? Will you keep playing this against Zodiacs?
Sorry.
Will you keep playing against Zodiac? In the do you hope to play against Zodiac in the tournament?
Yes.
How do the hand traps perform against Dinosaur or against Draco?
Um, Draco is a very bad matchup because the interrupts aren't
That
think
effective.
for the deck.
Okay.
But I have also Ogre and Blossom that can help me
Okay.
to win.
So half of your hand traps are still alive. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wish you best of luck for the rest of the tournament. I hope you keep playing against you because the deck is most effective against the mirror match. And good luck.
Thank you.